we hit Potts Mountain. My nerves were already going because I knew I had a great team, but at the same time, I know what Potts can do. And it didn't disappoint. We get past all the other people, the locals. Pretty nice. The guys that were stuck on the main obstacle tore it up. I mean, they leaked gas on the trail, which was all over the trail. Actually, I don't know if it was gas because it smelled more like diesel. It was everywhere. So it made even the come down part, the beginning part, everyone slid, and that's the part that has a cliff right next to you.
Rody went through and pretty much hammered through everything and bounced his Jeep off of every boulder he could find, which is pretty much how Bam Bam rolls. And almost got so close to the end and had to get winched over. But tried everything stacking to try to get him up and over. By that point, it was getting dark. It was already dangerously dark by the time we were trying to get him out. Josh grabbed Hector and just was able to roll down, knowing the line that he wanted, familiar with the lines that we'd taken before, and was able to kind of crawl and bounce. Little scrape here or there, but he basically just drove all the way through it, hammered up over the end, and
it was my turn. And like always, MVP, flawless, no winch, of course. So I made it through, no problem. At that point in time, though, it was dark. I mean, by the time I got to the end, there was no filming. I mean, you wouldn't have seen anything. I think we got some rolls of just the driving lights of Negan and Hector towards the end. Negan the whole time I spotted, completely blind. I had Felix on one side, Rody on the other side. I had the one camera guy, Brennan, all trying to light up just so I could spot him through.
By the time that was done, it was pitch black. We had flashlights. You couldn't film anything. We might have some film, but I don't know if you can even see anything. It's going to be headlights and flashlights of people running around, probably at best. So I basically got to do it in the dark. Running lights only, because I needed my spotter to be able to tell me where to go, and just having my headlights on isn't going to do any good. So I pretty much did most of that entire run blind. Dropped in good, had a good line, little shift, drop in, kind of knew where some of the boulders were going to be, kind of knew where the line was going to be from previous runs. So the darkness wasn't an issue. Just listened to my spotter, Josh, and he walked me all the way through it. We got up near the end, the trouble spot where we all got hung up, at least for a little bit, and I don't know exactly how badly I was hung up. I remember hearing a control arm and some rocks getting stacked, and just kind of bumping it a few times and trying to give it, and the whole Jeep shifting around a few times.
Then came the popping sound.
Eventually, something finally gave.
I'll give this to you.
Oh yeah, this is mine. Yeah. So I get this souvenir to take with me. We lucked out though. Quick thinking. Josh and Rody got right on top of it. We had to winch me up a little bit to get me enough to a point that we could get over the rocks and find at least a stable enough spot to try to assess the situation.
I didn't think anything of it. It was actually Tyler that caught the U-joint that split apart. And not only did it split apart, it twisted the ear. So he popped it, broke it, twisted it. I knew from experience, you can't drive on that. You can do more damage if you drive on that. So we decided to winch him up safely to a flat enough area, held the winch tight while we did some work. Felix got his jack out, jacking it up. I was ripping the wheel off, ripping the brakes apart. We had Tyler starting to rip apart the wheel bearing. We got the axle shaft out while Tyler was stuffing the hole with rags, bags, duct tape, anything to stop from any water or any of the fluid coming out, going in type deal. I was turning the wheel bearing on, the tire back on, and
right now I'm going to limp out of here in 3-wheel drive. It's a little bit, I gave it a little extra gas bumping around. I'm basically open in the front now. So locked in the back, open in the front. So our guess though, my guess is the lockers are probably actually what over torqued this and caused this to finally give. But I was just in a bad spot, so.
Not really planning on camping here. Our goal was to get done with pots yesterday. It is Sunday. We should already be on the road heading home. And we aren't even really halfway. But as of tradition, I will drive the rest of this trail flawlessly because, well, I'm amazing. It's just simple. Me and Hector are just, you know, the best. MVP, all day today, all day yesterday.
Yeah, this is mine. So I think I'm going to start carrying maybe an extra one of these in the future.
Come on down.
Get in the light.
Come on.
Since it's your birthday tomorrow, we decided to give you a little cake. So we can all start singing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Don't sing. Happy birthday, dear Felix. Happy birthday to you.
I don't have a candle.
Hey,
I'm
open it.
scared.
Open it. Open it.
I'm scared to open this.
Open it. All the way. Wait, let's see what that. Oh, it's pink. It's glittery. You're gonna be.
Brendan, now look. This is bad porn. I don't know why you're looking at good porn.
At least look at good porn.